Welcome to another lesson, dear student. How are you doing? In today's lesson, we talk about one of my favorite parts of a house, a garden. Do you have a garden? Nature is very important for humans. With no nature, we have no animals, no plants around us. A garden. In a house, you can find many different kinds of gardens. Can you tell me what your favorite garden is like? Let's start with these questions for you. What is your favorite season? What is your favorite flower? What is your favorite fruit? What is your favorite animal? What about your favorite insect? And what's your favorite tree? For me, my favorite season, of course, is summer. I love summer very much. My favorite flower is tulip. My favorite fruit is pear. As for my favorite animal, well, I have two favorites, cats and horses. I love all animals, but my favorites are cats and horses. My favorite insect is the bee. And my favorite tree is the oak tree, beautiful and giant. What are your favorites? Please let me know right on your online classroom. See this picture now, and you're going to think of the words you know in English to describe this picture. Think about everything you see. Can you name them in English? Make a list. And after you make a list, send your list to me on your online classroom to practice. Because now I will show you what we have. In pink, you see the words that describe this beautiful picture of a garden. Let's say the words after me to practice. Start over here. Bushes, bushes. Plant, plant. Flowers, flowers. Pond, pond. Grass, grass. Soil, soil. Leaves, leaves. Trees, trees. Path, path. Vegetable patch, vegetable patch. Once again, bushes, plant, flowers, pond, grass, soil, leaves, trees, path, vegetable patch. Now that you have all the words on the tip of your tongue, name the words according to the numbers. What picture is number 1? And number 2? Number 3? Give a name to each number according to the words you see. And after you do that, come back because I'll show you the answers. Talk to you soon. Welcome back, dear students. So here we have all the answers to this exercise. Number 1, trees. Number 2, bushes. Number 3, vegetable patch. Number 4, flowers. Number 5, path. Number 6, soil. Number 7, plant. Number 8, pond. Number 9, grass. And number 10, leaves. Do you have any plants in your garden? Do you have a vegetable patch inside your house? Do you have a vegetable garden inside your house? Now that you have all the vocabulary words on the tip of your tongue, complete sentences 1 to 8 with each one of the words learned in the previous exercise. If you have any questions about the meaning of those words after the exercise, look up for them in a good dictionary, and then come back and do the task. Fill the gaps with each word and come back as I'll show you the answers. Talk to you soon. Welcome back, dear student. Here we have all the answers. Let's read the sentences after me. Number 1, there is nothing better than cooking peas and carrots straight from your own vegetable patch. 2, I have a family of frogs and a few fish living in my pond. 3, there is a beautiful old oak tree in the park. It looks lovely in the autumn when the leaves fall. 4, my grandparents have an orchard full of fruit trees, so my grandmother always makes pies. My favorite is apple pie. 5, I think planting seeds in the soil and watching plants grow is fascinating. My favorite flowers are daffodils, as it means spring's coming. 7, I hate cutting the grass and trimming the bushes. I have to do it every month. And 8, my garden path is made of stones. It can be dangerous and slippery when it rains. Let's talk about some vocabulary words that we have here. Well, first of all, we have straight from. Straight from is an expression that means directly. Straight from means directly from my vegetable patch. Another word that is interesting for us to talk about is autumn. Autumn is another name for the season fall. We have 4 seasons: summer, spring, winter, and autumn or fall. Another word that I think is interesting is the orchard. Orchard is pomar. Do you have an orchard in your house? Would you like to have it? Next word for us to talk about is daffodils. Daffodils is a kind of flower. A kind of flower. This flower. Another interesting word is the verb to trim. To trim means to cut a little bit, not everything. I go to the hairdresser to have my hair trimmed, not to cut everything. So if you trim, you cut only a little bit, only to make it more beautiful. And the last word I'm talking about is slippery. Slippery, escorregadio. Nice word for us to use. Well, this is everything from this part. Before we continue, think about your favorite garden. What is there? What is there for everybody to see? Describe your garden. Write your text to me and send it to me on your online classroom because I want to know everything about your garden. Is there a pond in your garden? Are there many fruits? Is there an orchard? Or maybe daffodils? Do you trim the bushes every day? Let me know, but don't forget to send me your text. In the garden, we find many different animals. There are insects, yes, but also other kinds of animals. So to end this lesson, let's talk about some of the different kinds of animals that visit our garden. Say the words after me, please. Bird, fox, hedgehog, mouse, rabbit, squirrel. Once again, bird, fox, hedgehog, mouse, rabbit, squirrel. Your job here is to give a name to each picture. Give a name to each picture and come back. I'll show you the answers. Welcome back, dear students. Now, let's take a look at the answers. Number 1, mouse. Number 2, fox. Number 3, rabbit. Number 4, bird. Number 5, squirrel. And number 6, the hedgehog. Talking about your garden once again. What animals do you want to find in your garden in the future? I want to find a fox in my garden. Or maybe a rabbit. Oh, I love rabbits. In my garden, there are many squirrels every day. And birds too. But in my garden, there are no hedgehogs. Describe your garden now, talking about each one of these animals. I will wait for your text. For you to practice even more, I have an extra activity, student. You have to describe each one of these animals, following this example. Example, mouse, a small animal that has large ears and long tail. Describe each one of the animals in these pictures and send them to me on your online classroom. I'll be waiting. Thank you. See you next class.